Let's get more now on that deal struck between the new Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and the Liberals coalition partner, the Nationals. We're joined from Canberra by the National Senator from Queensland, Matthew Canavan. Good morning, Senator Canavan.
Morning, Michael. How are you?
Good. Now let's look at various elements of this deal, starting with the decision to hand control of the water portfolio from a Liberal minister to a National minister, and not just any National minister, the Agriculture Minister Barnaby Joyce. Is there not an inherent conflict of interest here?
Well, first, Michael, I just want to say I think Warren Truss is the Jared Hayne of Australian politics this morning. He has performed and delivered for regional Australia, and he's delivered a lot. I know the feedback I'm getting is that this is a great deal, and they're glad that we have stood up and delivered for them. On the specifics, I think it's a good deal for jobs, it's a good deal for small business, and a good deal for families. And yes, part of the jobs element of the package is that the water portfolio will be moved to the agricultural portfolio. There has always got to be a balance between economic, social and environmental outcomes in the Murray Darling Basin, and one of those important outcomes is to ensure we protect the food production, the sector. It delivers 40% of our food, so everyone can keep getting access to cheap and affordable food. There's 2 million people who live in the basin, and we need to keep and protect their jobs. And of course we need to protect the thousands of wetlands that are in the basin too, but we have done that in a coalition government. Water used to be in the agricultural department before 2007, and this just returns to what we had then.
The Australian Conservation Foundation, I suppose not too surprisingly, is against this move. It says this morning that it has little confidence that Barnaby Joyce could be trusted to protect the nation's rivers and keep native fish healthy. What do you say to a claim like that?
Well, actually, Barnaby was the shadow water minister in opposition, and the policy that Bob Baldwin and Simon Birmingham before him have been introducing in government was all written by Barnaby, including the 1,500 gigalitre cap that we passed through Parliament just the other week. I think in government we've shown that the protection of the basin is very important to the coalition. It was something that John Howard established in 2007. There hasn't been a huge degree of controversy, at least in terms of in this place, in politics, about the management of that. There are still many concerns in the basin about the implementation of the plan, but a lot of those go to how we deliver water and how we can do so smarter. And I think we will continue to improve those with Barnaby as the new minister.
Another aspect of the deal is more money for stay-at-home mums, particularly those in rural and regional Australia. How important is that?
Well, I've been saying for some months that I don't think the tax system should try and socially engineer parental outcomes. I think it's very important we give parents the opportunity to stay home and look after their children, particularly when they're young. And it's really important for the child too. They get all research says that if you can spend full time with newborn babies, it makes a big difference. And this provides just a little more assistance for parents with children below 1 to be able to make that choice. And I'm all about giving parents more choice and giving parents more ability to spend more time with their families.
How much will this cost all up?
Well, that particular element, the families element of it, is $130 million a year. That will be funded within the broader families package. The movement of the water portfolio amounts to around $2.5 billion to the agricultural portfolio. There is some more funding for mobile phone black spots. There'll be some more funding for allowing students in regional areas to study at university, because they don't often do so as much as people in the cities. All up, the estimates are between $2 and $4 billion. Not everything has been precisely cost at this stage, but we have made a high-level agreement because we trust our Liberal brothers and sisters, and we'll work out some of those details in a new government when that is formed.
Okay, and finally, as you well know, there has been a lot of bad blood historically between the National Party and Malcolm Turnbull. Do you think, and largely care of this agreement, that relationships will now improve?
Well, I mean, Malcolm's a businessman. I think we have a business relationship with the Liberal Party. As long as there's give and take and mutually beneficial outcomes, we'll continue to have a very strong relationship. And I firmly believe that coalition government's the best form of government for this country. It's delivered that over time and over history, and I'm looking forward to a working and productive relationship with Malcolm and the Liberal Party.
Okay, Matt Canavan, thanks for coming on. Thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks, Michael. Cheers, mate.